Hey gamers, Don here from NeedtoKnow Gaming, and today we are unboxing Ys Monstrum Nox. It's the 9th series in the title of RPGs. And as you can see, I am sitting in our figure room, woo! Only a corner of it because the rest of it's not ready, but looks promising, right? Stay tuned. Anywho, within this beautiful box, if Nico will zoom in on it, you can see the design. This is the Monstrum box, which is such a sexy name. And it really is quite beautiful. It was 99 USD, or your regional equivalent, when it first came out. There's the logo on the top. And unfortunately, scalpers have jacked that price up to about twice as much. So if you're looking for it, I wish you luck. But the art on the side is gorgeous. In the front you saw the different monstrums. Here's Aprilis, ya girl, on the back. And then of course the castle and the town on either side. And then in this box you will find, drumroll please, the Ys IX Monstrum Nox game, of course. I've already opened that, but I haven't touched anything inside. I've been good. The Chains and Chansons 1-disc official soundtrack, which is found in the same case as the game. Nails in the Coffin hardcover art book. I love art books. There is actually a short novel in here, The Lost Sword, the prequel to Ys IX. So if you were wondering what occurred between the events of the 8th game and the 9th game, probably a good place to start. The Crimson King chibi figure, love it. The Monstrums of Balduc art card collections. Nico says we have no wall space, but I'm going to be shoving things off the walls in order to make space for it. And Balduc's Most Wanted keychain set, which I will also be somehow displaying. I'll figure it out and get back to you. But let's take a look inside. But before that, I'm sure you noticed I am wearing a spiffy Monstrum Nox hoodie. It's got Monstrum Nox all over it. Nico, if you'll show some glamour shots, it's very comfortable, keeps me warm, and it has large pockets, which are oh so important to me because for whatever reason girl pants have no pockets. So this holds my big ass smartphone as well as my wallet and any other tchotchkes I'd like to take with me. And it looks badass, just saying. Like I've mentioned before, and I'll keep saying it, Nice America can have my money. So, back to the box. So here is what you see when you first open the box, gorgeously packaged. Here's our chibi figure and some extra packing just to make sure nothing gets harmed. I'd already taken out the PS4 game, but I will show you guys the alternate cover as well as how this has been packaged. There is a mini art book here as well as a soundtrack. Well, it's a mini soundtrack really. The actual soundtrack is within the box, but these are a selection of tracks from the game. And then we can take a brief look at this little art book. I love art books, so the more the merrier. I love that they gave you a miniature version as well as a hardcover version. That's because this is the Nox version of it. So you could buy this game just by itself, the game, the soundtrack, and this mini art book by itself, but they also packaged it with the limited edition. So here they show you the monstrums as well as their abilities. And some select art. And Aprilis! Best girl. And as you can see, the game's currently in my console. Oh no. What happened? I broke it. Moving on. Next on our agenda is the art book, because that is going to be my favorite thing, let's be honest. I'll keep you in sight. It is beautiful. It feels like it's leather bound. I doubt it's actual leather, but if it is, very cool. With shiny embossed lettering. Here's our table of contents, as well as some very bright artwork. Looks like we start with characters. Our main character, Adol and Doji. Excuse my Englishness, but he's friends with Adol and has been for quite some time throughout his adventures. Adol's monstrum form, the Crimson King. The White Cat. She's cute. Now, I haven't played too much of the game because I have ridiculous backlog, but it's really good, on par with Lacrimosa of Dana, which was the 8th title, and I enjoyed that one very much. Love the art style, can't go wrong with the Ys America game as far as art style goes. Game mechanics, some other games that they port over here aren't the best. Some of them tend to be a little wooden, but the Ys series has always had really great combat mechanics. They were very fluid. Switching between characters is a breeze. Party management isn't too simple that you're going to sleep through it, but it isn't too difficult that you're going to spend hours mulling over it. So yeah, this is just a breakdown of all the characters. Let's skip a little further in to actual illustrations. Now, the whole point of this game is that they are in a prison or rather that they infiltrate a prison in order to discover the origin of these mysterious powers they've been given by the character Aprilis. So, of course, there's going to be a lot of bars, a lot of chains, that sort of thing, but this is a great art book. Next on our list is going to be probably my second favorite thing, the little chibi A-doll. So cute. I didn't bring a knife. Please hold. See, that's why I kept the knife in here.
Yeah.
How does it belong out there? I also open things in here. I need another knife like that. Exact model. I opened it. It took some time, as I said, please hold. Now on the back it says, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old. I think I'm good. If you are 3 years old and watching this, please mind yourself. That's the back. And yeah, he's a little chibi. I mean, nothing that a scale figure collector is going to lose their mind over, but he is super cute and he's gonna go right on my game shelf. I wish they had included more of the characters as far as a 3D representation, but the keychains are good enough for me. Next we have the soundtrack, and I will have Nico select some of the songs from it just so you guys can hear it. I know it's going to be a little shiny because of the plastic wrap. But on the back here we have the different titles of the tracks that they've selected. And that's going to be where you select. Next we have Ys IX Prequel, The Lost Sword. It's a short novel, and it is rather small. But there's a good number of pages. Let's skip to the back and see. 78 pages, and it looks to be just regular, like 10-point font, so just to get your whistle wet as far as if you are maybe newer to the series, because I won't say that you absolutely have to start the series at any point in time. They're not continuations, rather they use the same character, or direct continuations. Next, Baldur's Most Wanted keychain set. Sorry, A-doll, move you over. Now these are Black Cat, a man I have not met yet. Oh, that's supposed to be A-doll. He looks weird here. I know in-game the 3D representation, he dyes his hair because it's supposed to disguise who he is. I mean, he's a very noticeable person, so it's hard to believe that just changing his hair color will change that. But then you think of cartoons and movies where like a masquerade mask that covers like just this part of the face can mask your appearance, so we'll let that slide. And then Aprilis, of course. Love her. Nico, if you could get a close-up of that. And finally, in our bag of goodies here, we have the wanted posters. Because as I mentioned, the Monstroms are in a prison town, and they're not exactly welcome there, so they each have a bounty on their heads. Now, you are Edelkristen, so of course nothing you do is to harm anyone in the slightest, but for whatever reason you're always getting mixed up in something. Actually, let me move everything out of the way so you guys can appreciate these bounty cards. So this has been the Ys IX Monstrum NOX limited edition box set, and it has been worth every penny. A good amount of collectibles here, and they're all gonna go on my shelf. It's available on PS4, Nintendo Switch, which also has a limited edition, and Steam. Unfortunately, it's out of stock, so best of luck for those of you still looking for this amazing box set. I've been Dawn from NeedtoKnow. Thanks for joining me, and stay in the know.